What's up, bros? It's me, the professor, and I'm in an old star fort in Queretaro, Mexico. Check it out. What I have here behind me is an old palace. They changed it into a church later on, but I just wanted to go over some of the small details of the cool stuff that we see, that I see. Maybe you see if you're into this mud flood thing. I just wanted to show you some, cool stuff. I just met up with a guy this morning that when he was a kid, he says he remembers seeing tunnels underneath this castle. Well, because most castles had an entrance and exit for the service people to go in and out safely, and it was also a way for the security teams or whoever's in charge of these places, when the servants leave out, they would check their bags to make sure they didn't steal anything. And if they were coming in, they want to make sure they didn't have anything that's going to assassinate the leaders. So let me just show you real quick over my shoulder. Okay. Now what you see here is it's like a 700-year-old founded church. Right there, you can see that. That is a bricked up wall. Two of them, actually. Two bricked up archways like that. And you got to ask yourself, where do these things go to? What was there before? Because a lot of times they brick them up and you don't see anything on the other side. So just by showing these little bits of evidence that something was there before, I'll paint the picture for you. Because around the corner from here, I'm going to show you the front of the old church that I showed before. And you can see where the doorways are clearly down a ways. Now, the guy that I met this morning is an engineer. And the reason why we're doing this now is because we're doing this series on this town and about lost civilizations that were here in Mexico prior to the Spanish. And it's almost gotten easy because the Spanish didn't build this. The radiocarbon 14 dating that I'm getting done on the hacienda, I'm going to do the exact same thing here when I can find some organic material, because it only costs like $250. You can get it done, exactly when the stuff was built. Because when they mix the mortar, now this right here, by the way, this is new. Okay, you might think, oh wow, it's ancient. No, this is new. When I say new, I say 500 years old. New, newer than it is to us, because they dug these things out, these buildings. By the way, I have a picture of this town right here where I was on the front of this building that was excavated, and it shows another story to this building in a stairwell that was buried up, and they have covered it over with this. Follow me? Makes you wonder why. You would think they would want to have cool stuff like that, but it doesn't make any sense to a player like me. So let's walk around a little bit. I'm going to show you guys this cute, awesome little town I'm in. We can get that way we can get a small fraction of what it might be have been like here, because just like in the States, everything has been covered over, stuccoed over. Everything that was an archway before is squared off now, and 90-degree angles everywhere. But before it was all smooth, rounded off stones. So let me show you what we got. Okay. I'm going to go into a cafe that used to be part of this palace. Amazing. Some of the original parts of these castles you're going to see at the top. You see right there, like the drains. Some of the drains the roof drains, the originals, they are basically like these long stone things that go out of the side of the building, but you can tell they're aged because of the patina. What's the patina I'm talking about? This is patina. Okay. That's patina. Aging, whether it be from carbon, whether it be from environment, be from rain, those things all add up. So let me just show you this. Let me show you that. See what I mean, guys? Now explain to me this. The population here in San Juan del Rio before 1800 was less than 600 people. The whole Queretaro area, where there's a pyramid, where a guy built his fucking house on top of it, You didn't know it was a pyramid because it looks like a hill. Well, guys, that's what we have here. Every time I open my eyes, I see a new thing. And I know you guys think, oh, that's crazy. It's really not. All you got to do is open your eyes a little bit. You can see down under the ground. Try find this fun because this is a little town out in the middle of nowhere where they just found a barrel of gold in one of these little villages. So I see it as an opportunity to show people, learn things about architecture from the past and how we're so good at architecture now, the most advanced. And we are the cavemen. We are literally the cavemen of the old world. We're the cavemen, guys. We're the best. Why are they like that? Why? Why are those archways blocked off, and why are they like that? 1, 2, 3. Why? Why did they brick it up? Why? Do you realize how beautiful this thing was? If all these archways that they bricked over and put that stupid fucking window, wouldn't that look beautiful, you guys? This is nuts. Look at this. I mean, could you make it any more vanilla? Could you cover over any more? I mean, even the fucking fountain. What the hell used to be here? Why would you put a fountain in the middle of nowhere? What would you do that for? Now let's look at short doorways. Short doorway. Let me ask you a question. How many of you average height men that are 5'10", almost at the top of the fucking door? See, look at this door. Now I'm going to show you. Does it make sense now? Look real closely. This whole area was buried, and they just built on top of it. So you're going to see a lot of stuff. The angles of the bases of the building, this particular style, just like this, is an indication of the old world. They still build walls like that now here. They do. But let me ask you something. You just saw that door. Why then are the doors this big everywhere? Why? Why are the doors that big everywhere? Did we have bigger people here one time? Because last time I checked, generally Mexican dudes are pretty short, and I'm pretty tall. So what used to be here that we needed 14-foot doors? What was that we needed here? That we reduced the size of people to miniature midget doors? Is that what we're doing? I mean, I like it. I think it's awesome that we're able to do that. But mystery. This is a mystery, you guys. Why would they have 12 and 14-foot doors on a small house? Now, when I say small house, you and your McMansions in the States would be considered a regular house. Now, I'm going to look at, what is that? I mean, look for yourself. See? See for yourself. Good old town here, guys. This was, by the way, one of the first places I went to when I arrived in this country. I won first place in the men's division of the bodybuilding contest. I was an amateur bodybuilder when I came to Mexico. But let me just show you something, guys. This is a palace. A palace. It's not a church, it's a palace. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. So what is this thing? It's an ancient star fort. That's what it is. The star fort is this fort that's shaped like a star. Okay? Let me show you the the way to there. I got to jump out the way. All right, so let's take a walk. This is just to show you guys the palace. I don't expect you to ever come here. A little small town like this is good for guys like me that we want to be left the fuck alone. You want to be left alone? I know some dudes that come down here and just fucking disappear, which is what happened to our history here. Is we disappeared for over 100 years. I have the story. Benito Juarez, which is one of the most wealthy parts of Mexico, was abandoned for 100 years. I've been in these mansions, guys. They're miniature palaces. I went to a girl's birthday party, and her uncle had one of these old palaces that was in Benito Juarez. It has 3-story, like, spiral staircase that had this chandelier that was taller than me. Talk about wealth. It's crazy. All right, so is that? Yes. That's my boy. He's doing riding a bicycle. Anyway, I'm gonna show you these big old doors, and I'm gonna show you a little shorty door. Okay. By the way, we got a photo shoot coming up. You guys are wondering about my hair. But yes, you guys are wondering about my hair. I'm gonna tell you. See, Katina. If you ever want something to look old, I'll tell you a story. I used to have a pressure cleaning business when I was a kid. And we had a job on Palm Beach Island, which was right next to Donald Trump's house. And this old lady loved me so much. I'm showing you, by the way, I'm showing you the doors, how big they are. This old lady loved me so much and used to hire me all the time to do odds and ends. And she had this old statue that was out by the ocean. Actually, she was on an intercoastal waterway. It wasn't on the ocean. And she said, well, I need you to pressure clean my patio, my pool, my boat dock. So I sent one of the boys over. And they went over there and handled it. Problem is, they did too good a job. Okay? They did too good of a job. This is a park by this is the Payaso Park. Park of the Payasos. Clown Park. Another area that is indication that this was buried before. Because look at the ground level. See what I'm saying? Ground level. There's so much to this place that it actually sort of hurts my feelings a little bit that I'm not going to be here very long. I mean, once I'm gone from here, I seldom ever go back to the places that I was at. And if I do, it's only for 1 or 2 things, and I don't stay here. I mean, think about it. If you go from glory to glory, meaning you're continuously working on yourself and getting better, it's impossible to stay the same. It's not even realistic. You can't stay the same. It's not possible. If you're improving, then all this weird stuff's going to start happening. That's why I enjoy doing this. I know you guys think I'm balling like that, which I am. I'm balling like that in comparison to what the locals would make. But if I was to go back to the States, I'd be in poverty. I'd be starving. I'd be in that whole group of homeless veterans that, living hand to mouth. But let's walk around a little bit. Now, this is part of the old world, right up there on the top of this That's an antenna from the old world. Which, this is amazing. Why is this down below ground? Okay, look where I am. Okay, so this, okay, before we got here, was underground. Dug it out. Now look at the size. Look where the ground level is. Okay, remember? That's where the ground level is. This was here before. Okay? And if you have eyes to see, and you can look beyond the facade, and if you could look on the cheap paint and the terrible plasterwork done on top of it, I'm going to turn this thing around, you guys. I want you to see what I see. Let me just... Well, regardless, I'm pretty good. I just want to show you this street right here and some of the older buildings around the corner. Then we're going to call it the morning. Time is 7:30 a.m. Are you boys going to get after it today? This is Monday, right? I never thought this town was special. I thought it was ugly. I thought everything looks fucked up and beat up. I had no idea. All I thought this was, they call this colonial. It looks poor, but it's so old. Like, look at that building right there. All I'm doing is showing you what I see. There's my old veterinarian over there. Poor girl, and Papa died. He was not a nice man to me at all. He was a dick. My first trip here. My first trip here. He was a fucking dick. Then I came back. When I came back from Topos, it was like, whoa. Like, dude. Where is the old stuff? Come on, let's go look at old stuff. Not new stuff. Old stuff. The way you see it is you look up to the roof. Because they might put a facade on something. But if they they've either knocked something down up top, or they've added a front to it. So it's not what it appears to be. And it's actually the reverse. You would think they would put a facade to make things look better, but instead of making things look better and more, beautified with all the details of this beautiful stonework, they plaster over it. They just plaster over everything. And then paint these stupid ass colors. Now, here's my suggestion if you're interested in these kind of trips. Because I could take you on these trips all day long. To places like this. And you'll understand the old world a little bit. But you really won't get it until you can see what I see with your eyes open. Okay? Your eyes open. And they just turn the old world into a zapateria, which is a shoe store. Look. Here. Corners. And then the other corner. You see that? That's old world detail right there. But that's not the original building. The building that's below is the original building. The building that you see above is what was sticking out of the ground. So, I'm not an expert, first of all. Not an expert. Much as I love being an expert, I gotta learn just like you guys do. So that's why I walk around with my eyeballs open. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This here. Now it looks like an old abandoned building. I'm gonna show you what these things look like on the inside. Would you like to go with me? Come on, guys, go with me inside the palace. Now, a lot of these things started off as something and ended up as something else. So I'm going to show you. Okay, what we love to do, who the fuck am we? You see up there, a lot of times they'll replace whatever was there with crosses. See the age of these doors? That's actually new. So they could be 200, 300-year-old doors. They're like this thick. Like your baby mama's C-section scar. The bricks that are behind this can be taken out and carbon dated. Oh, look. See what I mean? These all have straw in them. But these aren't the samples that you want. Even though this looks old, you want to go down even further because this might be the addition that they added onto it after the 1800s. Because it was mud flooded. That means that the mud literally went up to this high. And if it was taken down or it was reduced, then it could be mapped. Yes. So you want to go down here. Down here to these things. And you know it's old, okay? But you got to take a good look at the types of rocks and bricks or stones. Because there's three types of materials they use for buildings before, which would have been like rounded stones. Then later on, as construction was adding on to what they had uncovered and discovered, is they started using triangular shaped stones. Why? Because they don't slide around all the time. Take a look. See what I'm saying? I would love to run LiDAR in here because it would be so nice just to be able to tell what's underneath. So let's go take a look at more short doors that have been buried over and go look on the inside of the palace. That dude is so lucky. He gets to live in one of these old things. And they're so big. Like, explain to me this door. This door. Look. How tall am I? This is a 14-foot door. It's bricked up. This dude's got an old barrel over here. But I do love these bricks because it's adobe. Adobe wasn't used by whoever the people were that made this. If you look very closely in this, you'll see sparkles. See the difference? That is stone that has been plugged up. More bricked over windows. So you know, these look like small like entrances, like to there, but they're not. These things go, they're like skinny but long because they used to be part of this big, massive building. And when they divided them up, you just had just open space. So I love these old doors like this, man. Love it. Ooh, Remember I told you about the roof drains? You could actually tell the difference between the originals and reproductions. These are originals up there. That's roof drains. Pretty cool. Pretty smart. And you're probably wondering, how did they light up the streets at night? They didn't. They didn't. Not here. Not in this civilization. Indigenous Spanish torches, candles. But whoever before that was using radium. Okay. Now I want to. These are beautiful, by the way. But you see what's going on here at the bottom? Was this a balcony to a first floor? That'd be pretty cool. Imagine that. Used to be balconies. Now look how tall I am. I'm as tall as the second floor balcony. What are those for? What's that about? Well, let me just show you. It's a hotel now, but again, it's part of the palace. It's part of the palace. Palacio. Another very interesting repair job, badly done. Crazy, right? Anyway, this is now a hotel. A very pretty one. You guys like this old world shit? Guess what I'm about to do? I'm making doors that are this big. Now, I know you guys think, hey, how can you afford that? Because I recycle. You understand recycling? Because I recycle. I recycle wood. I recycle metal. I recycle building materials. That's how we're able to do the doors this size. Understand the doors? Come on. What height do you think these are? Huh? Old world lights. They're up on the wall. Those are originals. These little details on the doors, these are after the 1800s. Hammered iron, hammered bronze, hammered. Well, actually, these are inlay to the door. So if you just look here, and you'll see that right there is inside the wood. And those are your bolts that pinch it all together, because inside of these massive doors is plate steel for hardening. You guys loving this or what? I'm going to show you some more. That's after the fact. That has been renovated. It's pretty, right? But it's been renovated. Those are not the originals. That's not the original. That's fake. The original isn't this part either. It's the part above that. And then it's the part above here. That's all been redone. That's all been redone. You guys see this? I mean, think about it. First floor windows. Do you make them as tall as the first floor? Or are these second floor windows? Because it looked like second floor windows. Why would you put some big old ledges on them like that? How you doing, guys? I apologize. I'm walking around, but I wanted to show you this before I head out, because these old palaces, you guys. I mean, when I say I bought a castle, it's because I bought a fucking castle. But it isn't all nice and fancy, you know, with knights and shit running around. It's an old, beat-up building. It's all broken, but that motherfucker's mine. All right, so let's look around here. I'm not sure what this is. Part of the old palace. Look at these symbols and all. Oh, that's university. The University of Mesoamerica. So let's go take a look inside. Buen días. Buen días. ¿Es ok? ¿Yo puedes como pasear? Vale. Para ver. Es universidad, ¿sí? Pues pasa un poquito. ¿No? ¿Son estudiantes?
Ajá, son amigos.
Poco.
Sí.
Muy bien, gracias.
Sí, Ángeles, sí que le vaya bien.
Sí. They wouldn't let me in the university. That's okay. Let's go next door. Big shit over here, guys. Take a look behind me. Look at the distance between the ground and the bottom of that window. And you tell me, do you build a building with the windows that are 2 feet from the ground? No. I gotta be kind of slick here because I'm not one of these dudes that walks around filming people. But here we go again with another repair. This is a repair. This is the original. And as you can see, that's how much stucco they put on top of these stones. And then they will fill these up with these little triangular shits like this. And they'll fill that in. That's the original. Whatever the hell's back there, that's the original. And what my plan is, most definitely, is a carbon 14 test. Carbon 14 is a very accurate test. Unlike a lot of the older exams, listen to me talking like I know everything. And take a look at this old palace. There's another palace, by the way. And if you could just imagine, if you lived in a rich neighborhood, let's say Palm Beach, this is the size of the houses in Palm Beach. You know, if you were wealthy. So this is no big deal. But what you're looking at is after, let's say, Palm Beach, you know, has a fucking tsunami. Look at this door. Kind of fucked up, but I mean, I love that. But it's fucked up to me that so much, it's so beautiful, but yet people don't give a fuck. So the paint on it. See what I'm saying? All right, so I wasn't allowed in that university, okay? Which is fine. I don't need to go in there. I don't mean to interrupt your little fucking Panther party over here. Look at the doors. Look at the doors. Look at those doors. You run across the street before I run the fuck over. All right. Now, we've talked about things that have been reproduced and originals. So if this was a second floor balcony, see what I'm saying? Look at the detail on this. That stone, that's marble. That is, what do they call marble? That's all original. That's all original. That's all original. That's been replaced. That's all original. And there we go again, another nice door. Now you do me a favor. You write in the comments if you think these doors are cool or it looks like it needs to be thrown in the trash. Because for me, I'm going for something that's like this. See what I mean? The old world is here. Here's an interesting thing to look at. What are those? Nails. Amazing. So let's walk inside and see if we can get away. Look up there. Look at that. Those are those archways that I told you about that they bricked up. But that up there, that is original. So what is that? This right here, all this could be original. Look at that. Could be original. This original. That's buried. See what I mean? See what I'm saying, guys? That's buried. This is new. That might be old. Or that might be after the fact. It's all repairs right there. That's not. Look at these stairs. Look at those columns. Look at the detail. See what I'm saying, fellas? Now, you want to ask me again, did you really buy a castle? Of course I did. Told you guys. I might do some stuff that may sound crazy, and you may not think I'm telling the truth, but I have no reason to lie to you. I don't need to impress you because I get to do this every day. If this isn't impressive, if you don't like architecture, you don't have to look at this shit. But I'll show you the patina. Look at the patina in this. Look at that repair. Follow me? Can't see this, can you? Too dark down here. Now I'm going to show you a couple more. That's original. Explain that one. This was a staircase. This was a staircase. Follow me? In this work, can you imagine what it would cost to build this now? I'm about to find out. I'm about to find out. What do you think? Gotta tell you, fellas, I just really love this shit. Look at the wear on this thing. Look at the wear on this. See? Look at the detail in this. What was here before? Why is this like this? Like, why is that worn down? Like someone's been rubbing on it. Why is there a number 5? Why is there a number 5 carved in this building? Is that the address? I don't know. Let's take a look at this side. What happened here? Why is it like that? Did this thing melt? So what we're seeing is a bunch of repairs. Very poorly done repairs, but they're repairs nonetheless. But I just love this. I mean, look at the detail on this building. That stonework right there is fucking, I mean, just look at this. What is this? Dicks? Flower? There's one's broken half. Or is it? Yeah, that's broken half. All the way down. Oh, look at that. That's original. That's not. That's a repair. Cool. What do you guys think? Is that fucking awesome? Now, so you guys know I need a new warehouse. Warehouse is just to put equipment and stuff like that in. But so I don't get run over. This particular place right here is part of the original palace that's now a warehouse. It's all fixed up. It's all nice. Goes about 150 feet that way. And the ceilings are obviously as tall as the building. No faux ceilings. You know, the drop ceilings, none of that shit. What do you think, fellas? You want to see some more? Because I could take you to a palace, upon palace, upon palace, upon palace. Yeah. This is Plaza de Soberana. Plaza de Soberana. I don't know what that is, but let's take a look. Now you can't see much because it's been painted over. It's been plastered over. So you can still see the windows and you can still see the doors in detail. Again, second floor window, second floor sort of balcony thing. You would never put a window that is an inch from the ground. You follow me, fellas? Oh, what is that? That's a little flower again. What is that? Why is that one all fucked up? Was this one replaced? And that one was not? Pretty amazing, huh? All right. More original. This is original. This is not. What do you think? Is that badass or what? Let's go look inside. See if they'll let us in. I bet you they will. Buen días. I bet you if I say nothing, nobody will say anything. So like I said, when they have old buildings like this, they paint it, but you lose a lot of the details. That's actually shitty. This is actually pretty nice because it's old. That's old. That's old. Look at the detail below. That's new. Why did they bury what the hell was here before? Makes you wonder, right? Which, by the way, guys, this building is half the size of my house. Half. Less than half. Not to be a show off, but just saying that if you are a wealthy person in this town, let's say 200-300 years ago, you're only going to live here. You're not going to live around the peasants. Yeah. Ese es el rollo de canela. Ese es el rollo de canelas. ¿Esa canela?
No, esos van rellenos de.
¿De crema? Ajá. Poco. Ay, ay, ay. Gracias. See, this is what I'm saying is that wouldn't you love to live a life where you lived in a place like this that you only paid 70,000 for? And you could have a lady working in your kitchen making you cream filled pastries every day? Another thing is that the colors that you see are the colors that exist now. What you're not going to find in some of these older buildings is the color blue. Not at all. Almost got run over again, which you got to be real careful. So let's jump up. Look over here. Look at that. See up top? I don't know if you can see it. Oh, maybe not. Right there, up top. Here's another one for you. Like I said, you gotta look at the roofs. You don't know till you look. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Why is that like that? Why is that like that? I mean, think about it, guys. If you owned the palace, you could have your own paper and copy, like instant prints, your own FedEx store. I'm just gonna take a wide look down this road. Just look at that. Look at that. Look at these. What used to be there? Why is this all gone? Why does it look like that up there? What is that? That is an ancient form of air conditioning. Okay, you're probably wondering, oh, wait a minute. Mexico's hot. I don't want to go there. There's no air conditioning. That is air conditioning when you got a castle. I'm the smartest man alive on this street. Have you had enough? Because I'm only going to do, like, this is nothing, guys, compared to what I'm gonna show you in this series, if you're interested, I don't want to only talk about my own castle and shit. I want to show you that castles in Mexico are common and that it's not a big deal. Look at that door. Would you not want to own a door like that? I mean, who wouldn't? It's 14 feet tall. 14 feet tall. It's for rent. Want to find out how much it costs? It's for rent, guys. Hey, if you want the phone number, I'll give you the phone number. Who wants to rent part of an old castle? There's a building for rent, and it's got QR codes. It's got a garage, it looks like, and a front door. And see what I'm saying? I know probably like seems like weird to you, but be like, yeah, I'm gonna move to Mexico. You're probably thinking, oh, they probably live in shacks down there. Well, if that's your fucking front door, that's your garage, that's your window, and that's your back door. Those are your two windows. You're paying $700 a month. Okay, $700 US a month. Now you're probably thinking, dude, you got to be capping about shit. Again, I'm only going to tell you things that I know from personal experience. The only thing I could tell you guys is that history is not what it seems. All the things we've been lied to about have all come to surface. And I'm just showing you the surface of it all. That's HSBC Bank right there. Inside of this old palace. So let me show you the other place I was considering renting when I first got here. It's like a cheap clothing store now, and they've refaced it, and it looks like dog shit. So let me show you what the dog shit looks like. I mean, it's okay. To me, it's dog shit. Dog shit. Love their doors, though. Those are not new doors. Those are original doors, and they've refaced them. Like this door here, common style in the 40s, I think. This was a replacement. And again, like I said, this is all palace. From here all the way down there, where it actually says Palacio. But that ain't shit. It's not. It ain't shit compared to some of the stuff I'm going to show you. This is just me walking around a block or two. Right? Let me get somewhere where you can see the doors. There's this door opener, like a window or some shit. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's like a window. Oh, that's old, bros. Look at that. That is old. That's old. I know the place is closed, but if we're gonna peek through the window, I'm gonna show you the ceiling. It's a glass, like a mosaic style ceiling. Probably not original. I don't know. I've never seen it. I don't know. All I'm gonna tell you is that this is a buy here, pay here, or some kind of a pawn shop inside of a palace. So you see, we're the cavemen. I don't know what the fuck we're doing. Just want to show you the ceiling. It's closed right now, but that is beautiful. Look at the size of the arches. And this is a fucking pawn shop. As I grab you guys, it's a pawn shop inside of a palace. So having a middle class white trash guy living in a castle in Mexico is not such a big deal now, is it? You got a pawn shop inside of a palace. You have a degenerate guy like me
You have a guy like me. Okay. More details. See if we can find something that hasn't been refaced, covered over. So this is a presidential palace. This goes all the way over there, all the way down there, and all the way down there. All the way down there. So this is a presidential palace. Just for clarification, the president of a town is a mayor. If you want to get married, this is where you go. This is original, that's not. That's original, but the other's not. I'm going to do a little quick video just to make sure no one sees me. I mean, it's not that it's illegal to do video, it's just kind of stupid, a little bit ignorant. Okay, that's the symbol, sound like video. And it shows a shepherd up top. These are animals. And then whatever the hell that is, I don't know. But this is a presidential palace. Doesn't look like much because what year is this? They do love the president of this little town. They love it. They love him. Now I'm going to show you another one. There's those flowers again. There it is. Right up there. Not original, probably redone. But you see it's been split in half, it's been cracked all over. Right? Original would be far more elaborate and better made. So we are cavemen. We're the cavemen. We're the stupid asses. We are just cavemen. So this is a presidential palace. You see, I walked through the metal detectors and got tapped down. No. I have not been through a metal detector since I've been in Mexico, except at the airport. These are original lights, no, because they're electric. Okay. Hang on 1 second. I gotta ask for it. I had to do that without you guys listening to me. Because a lot of dudes are getting married, they don't know what to do. So what I do is I investigate for them. And I'm going to show you what this is. It's right here, actus localis, and then actus foraneas. Then you get curb, all that shit. Actus localis. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to get an application for the marriage license in Mexico. And then John and Mike, they're getting married next month. They're still in the States, but we're gonna head up to probably Puebla. Now I know you guys are thinking I'm fucking crazy. Why would you help people get married? Well, something like the States, you don't need bullshit from the States. Just hang tight, guys. I'm gonna stand in line for a minute. Just gotta pretend. Gracias. Hola, buen día. La muchacha dice cómo es por aplicación de casar.
Sí. Los requisitos para matrimonio se los entregan de aquel lado. En las otras oficinas de registro.
Sí. Y aquí no.
No, aquí son para sacar las actas que ya existen registradas.
Gracias. See, you don't know everything. I do know everything. If you came here and didn't speak Spanish, you'd be fucked. Now, who is this? Doña Josefa Ortiz Dominguez. I know people with this last name here, and they're all family, all of them. What is that? What is that? What is that? And just so you know, if you come to Mexico, you're going to find that people have the same face. Kind of like Eastern Europeans, we all kind of look triangular shapes. Well, if you see the eyes, the nose, the mouth of some Mexican citizens, you could tell they're from Sinaloa, have bigger eyes. If they're from Guadalajara, they'll have different features. If they're from the north, they'll be super tall. So let's go get a marriage license, guys. What do you think about that? Let's go find it. Hola, buen día. ¿Aquí o por allá, señora? Hola. ¿Qué aplicación por matrimonio? ¿Aquí o allá? Ok. Hola, buen día. Esta, sí. Ujú. Muchas gracias. Aquí, ahí. Muchas gracias. All right, Mike. Got your papers. And then after you do your marriage, after you do this paper, you fill it out, bring it here. And then after that, after you actually get married, you're gonna go over there and they'll register it for you. You get a copy of that. Once you got a copy of your marriage license, licencia. That's fantastic, guys. So you can go to the pawn shop palace, or you can go to the paperwork Palacio Palace. Oh, I love this. Look, there. This is an old one too. Explain that one to me. What in the hell are those symbols and why? What are they talking about? See what I'm saying? Is that the original? No. Now, there is a ton of original stuff. There's no question about it. But it's evident when stuff's been worn down or it's been patinaed and it's super dark. But what really kind of is a tell, like the nod, if you will, is the arcs, the archways that are, they're bricked up or they're halfway sideways into the wall or they're down in the ground. And evidence is everywhere. Short doors, tall doors in the next street over. See? Arch. Two of them, four of them. Archways. All right, so let's take a little walk ski down this way. Which, by the way, when I got here, guys, I got to tell you that I was admittedly kind of torn up at the time. All right, let's take a look. What the fuck happened here? That looks like a fire happened here. Or does that look like it's been painted or stained? That's black. But you see the marks on the walls right there where those, see the bases? Yeah, those watermarks right there, that's different material that's underneath the paint. And you don't see it because they put boards around it like that. When they're all finished with their little magic trick, it looks like it's new again. But it's not. Want to see another one? There's a garage door. There used to be a regular door that if you put your hand up like this, you would be missing out on 4 feet of door that's down below the ground. Cool, huh? What's more is that when this whole area was buried, see what I'm saying? Water damage, old world rocks. And when they modernized these buildings after the old world, they weren't expecting guys like me. They weren't expecting guys who have eyeballs. Look at this old door. Love it. Well, what I think I'm going to do now is got to go home. Got to do class at 10 o'clock, as usual every day. But I think I'm going to take a picture of that door and use it as my thumbnail. So I hope you enjoyed this. Do me a favor. Hit that like button. And share this if you can. It's been over an hour, guys. I've been walking around with you for an hour, you know, trying to sell you on the idea of moving to Mexico and you know, renting a mansion in the Mexican Palm Beach, right? My name's the Professor, and I'm out.